What's going down, y'all? One half of the Wake Up crew here to talk some WNBA prop bets over on PrizePicks. Yes, WNBA on PrizePicks. Use the promo code WakeUp for a dollar for dollar match up to $100 for first-time users. Go ahead, click the link in the description, put in Wake Up, get you that free $100. But we got to talk some prop bets. Sorry about not being here yesterday. Life, family, things got in the way. But I do want to recap the plays that I recommended on Friday for transparency and accountability. And we had a good Friday. We talked about Ezi Magbegor's over her fantasy score total of 26. She absolutely crushed that. I think she finished with 39. We also talked about Nneka Ogwumike, her fantasy score over 32.5. She had 30.5, so that did not hit. But we also talked about Jewell Loyd taking the under 29.5 fantasy score with Brianna Stewart back. Some of the hot flames that Jewell Loyd was in have sort of cooled off over the past two games, and that hit. So overall, 2 for 3 that the plays that we discussed on Friday. I found a couple of other plays that I like tonight with some solid edge, so let's dive right into it. We're going to talk about Kelsey Mitchell, her point total over 16.5. Alyssa Thomas and DeWanna Bonner from the Connecticut team, and Azura Stevens. Her fantasy score number was just uploaded to PrizePicks, and I love the over 21. So let's dive into it and talk about Azura first and foremost. We see what she's done over the last 5 games. So far this season, we knock out that October 10th game. That was last season. May 6th was a preseason game, but she's only gone under this total one time this season. It was versus the Liberty, 24.8, 27.5. Her fantasy score total last game was 20, and she absolutely crushed that number. So I'm feeling really confident about Azura Stevens' over 21 fantasy score. I want to talk about 2 plays from 2 players on the same team, Alyssa Thomas and DeWanna Bonner. Take whichever one you like the best. I think I would prefer DeWanna Bonner over 1.5 blocks and steals. She's averaging about 2.6 over the last 5. We have her projected at 2.5 tonight in our projection model. She's playing roughly the same amount of minutes as Alyssa Thomas, but she's got one less block or steal that she needs to get. Now, Alyssa Thomas has hit this number. She's hit 4 in back-to-back games. She's hit this number 3 of her last 5 games. The same with DeWanna. So the whole point for me is we're getting 1 point of edge with Bonner, and she's projected to get just as many steals as Alyssa Thomas, where Alyssa Thomas kind of gets the leg up on her. Is she's good for at least she's averaging about a block a game, right under a block a game. So that could help propel her over this number a little easier than Bonner, who's not going to block any shots. So take whichever one you like the most. I like both of these numbers. For me, I think I'm going to roll with Bonner over 1.5 steals, and then blocks and steals, and then Kelsey Mitchell over 16.5 points. I mean, she's been flamed. She's hit this number every game this season outside of that one matchup versus Atlanta, and you saw the first time they played Atlanta, she dropped 27. Just a bad night for her where she scored 5. Dropped 27 versus this team on Friday. 29 versus this team on Friday. Point total at 16.5. I mean, Kelsey Mitchell, we saw her upwards of 18, 19 points at 16.5. I'm loving the over for Kelsey Mitchell. So those are the 3 core plays I want to discuss, and I'm rolling with tonight. Kelsey Mitchell over 16.5 points. DeWanna Bonner over 1.5 blocks and steals. And Azura Stevens over 21 fantasy points. That's what we're rolling with. Quick, easy, get you in and out. Remember, mix and match these plays with other things you may find you may like. We'll see what else we find leading up to the final WNBA game of the night. But as always, if you tail, give them hell. And if we fail, don't bail. We'll be back with more MLB, NBA, WNBA picks. We're doing it all on PrizePicks. Let us know who you're playing. Tap in. We appreciate you. I'm out. Peace.